Christmas, 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 Christmas. Yeah, it's me, and I'm just as excited for the Christmas season as I always am. I mean, I'm always excited for Christmas, who isn't? But as excited for Christmas as I am, I'm realizing it's getting pretty cold outside. Also, I really hope that Santa doesn't bring me another crappy game like Bubsy 3D like he did last year. I'm sure he won't, But yeah, it's getting really cold out. If only I had some sort of large rectangular container filled with heated water and jets. Something I could just put outside and then jump in, warm myself up. Oh, wait a minute. I do have a hot tub. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, I can just imagine it now.
Oh, this is the life, isn't it? I'm not talking to anybody. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, yeah. I just sent Mike out there to open it up. Get him to, open it, air it out. Should be ready in about 10 minutes. So in the meantime, why don't we talk about something? Maybe something that's appropriate, given what I'm wearing. Something that us gamers know oh too well. You guessed it. Water levels. Yeah, we all know about these. They slow down gameplay, often crippling it beyond belief. And they leave us feeling either angry, frustrated, bored, or just sad. Or sometimes all of the above. But what a lot of people seem to overlook is that there are plenty of good water levels. Maybe not as many good as there are bad, but they do exist. So this is a list for those ones. The water levels that shine through the rest and show what a water level is really capable of. The way I see it, water levels are great ideas. I mean, really think about it. A water level allows for more free movement, and can open up a lot of opportunities to try new ideas, or introduce new gameplay elements. But on the other hand, they can also be a bad thing. They could introduce too many new things, or stray too far from the gameplay that the game has set so far. There's a line not to cross, and there's a balance to be found. They can also be lazy, the controls can suck, and they can often slow down the game. So with that said, this is also a list for the worst. 5 best and 5 worst. It all has to be relative though. They have to be bad compared to how good the game is. If it's a terrible game, then who cares if the water level's bad? The whole game's a piece of crap. So no, you will not be seeing any water levels like the one from Bubsy 3D. That would also require me to play that game again to record the footage, and yeah, let's just say I'd rather stab myself in the neck with a candy cane. And since I usually cover things that are more on the bad side of the show, we'll start out with the bad, give y'all what you came for. So here it is, the top worst and best water levels. Number 5. Hey everyone, look! It's a drunk cursing squirrel, puking everywhere and playing in cow feces. And getting torn limb from limb. Conker's Bad Fur Day was definitely not what you'd expect from a Nintendo game. And if it was being developed by just about anyone else, other than Rare, then Nintendo probably wouldn't have allowed it on their system. The game was vile, violent, and had a crapload of obscenities.
Come down here, I'll show him what the duct tape is, I'll show him what to stop it. Stupid all I do all day is trying to stop this stupid problem down, asshole, I hate it.
And we loved every minute of it. I loved this game. I loved pretty much everything Rare made back then. Before, the dark times. But as fun as this game was, it had... Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. A water level! Bet you didn't see that one coming. Yeah, this game had a hell of a water level. Hell being a very appropriate term, seeing as how much this level made me suffer. This level starts out with you talking to some catfish, who ask you to restrain a dog shark thing, and retrieve their money for them. In return, you can have 10% of whatever you find. So after a short platforming segment, you progress into the actual water level. You're given a flashlight helmet, and you need to swim through these catacombs while avoiding these giant robotic fish. What makes this level especially frustrating is the fact that you run out of air far faster than in most games. And as soon as you do, you're pretty much instantly dead. The water controls are rather frustrating as well. They're not the worst, but they could definitely be better. Especially seeing some of Rare's other games' water levels, yeah, it could be much better. This level's not even that long, but it leaves such a bad impression because of how annoying and tedious it is. If you're not getting munched by fish, then you're running out of air. If it's not that, then you're getting lost. I always get lost when I play this level. It's not even that large or complex, but I still do. I still get lost. Now, this level probably would have been a bit higher up on the list, except that the boss saves it. The boss in this level is fun, he's funny, and it's just the best idea for a boss ever.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Balls of brassa, polished to the nth degree.
Oh no. A bourgeois big bullet boiler. That's all I need.
And once you beat him, you can finally get your money and head out of there.
Oh, good ladies! Now, here's some money. Now, give us back our money, honey, and you'll get your $1.
What? $1?
Yes. Now, 10% as we agreed. Yeah.
Wait, what?
1, 2, 3, 10. $10. $10.
I just did all of that for $1? Are you serious? You cats, you stupid cats are only giving me $1. Yeah, die! Number 4. Oh, Earthworm Jim, Mr. Jumping on Garbage, shooting a dog with a laser while hanging from his head Jim. I love this guy. Although this game doesn't really hold as much of a place in my heart as it does with other people, because I never played this game as a kid. When I was a kid, I had an NES, and then I got a Nintendo 64. I never had a Super Nintendo, I never had a Genesis. But when I eventually did play this game, it was fun. I downloaded it from Wii's Virtual Console, and I had a lot of fun playing through it. Except for the freaking water level. My god, this level was frustrating. This level almost made me stop playing the game altogether. The parts where you're just running around through underwater tubes was fine. You just run around shooting. It's nothing special, but it's okay. But when you have to get into that stupid sphere submarine thing, I always found it to be impossible. It's hard to control, and it cracks every time you hit something. On top of that, you have a freaking time limit. This wouldn't be so bad except that I always die, and like I said, it's hard to control. So if you hit walls too much, it cracks and you die. If you don't refill your air constantly, then you'll die. I also had trouble finding my way around at times. I mean, I could find out which way I have to go, it's not that hard. But I didn't always remember to stop for air refills, and so I'd run out of time, and I'd die. With all that said though, a lot of people seem to actually really like this level. So I probably just suck at it. So, sad fate. Number 3. Oh Mario, your water levels have proven that water levels can be great. Sure, they're not the best part of your games, but damn it, they're good. Well, except for one. The Minus World. Though technically this quote-unquote water level can only be accessed through performing a glitch, that actually makes it worse. So for those of you who don't know what this glitch is or how to perform it, I actually already explained this in an episode from about a year ago actually, around Christmas time. So instead of wasting my time and wasting yours, I'm just gonna let past noob explain it. So here you go. Reach the end of World 1-2 and break 2 of the blocks at the end, but not the last one. Then you have to jump just right so that you go through the blocks and down the pipe before the other 2 are on screen. It may take a couple tries, but you'll get it eventually. Just make sure that you don't run out of time. Once you do it correctly, you'll be warped to World -1, and it's nothing special. In fact, it never ends. You're sort of just stuck there until you die. So there you go, that's what the minus world is. Number 2. Yep, the dam level from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. It's annoying, tedious, obstacles are everywhere. It sucks. Moving on. Number 1. Alright, Sonic, kids are going to love your speed and attitude. Defeating robots at supersonic speed. Alright! Running around at the speed of sound. Well, I gotta follow my rainbow. And of course, that blast processing. Well, of course. So we came up with the best type of level to put in your next game. Nice! What is it? Underwater. Really? People everywhere will love your speed and attitude. But now, they'll love it underwater. That doesn't really, I don't really think that's a good idea. Shut up, or we'll put you in a game as a werewolf or something. This idea is brilliant! Sonic water levels, what can I say? They're horrible. Almost every single Sonic water level is bad. And to be fair, it makes sense why they're bad. One of the things that water levels do wrong is slowing down or crippling gameplay. And Sonic games are all about speed and control. So making a water level in a Sonic game would be very hard. But on the other hand, if you can't make a good one, then don't make one at all. So yeah, Hydro City is my least favorite of the Sonic water levels. I hate it. There's actually not a lot to say about this level though. It's a Sonic underwater level. It sucks. It's slow, it's annoying, it's tedious, and it's boring. Not to mention a little bit intense at times. No, I need air. Let me down. Let me down! Okay, I got it. On top of that, the level's just annoying. It takes some serious getting used to how slow Sonic moves. And I'm constantly getting hit and killed by enemies, which are everywhere, by the way. It has its moments of fun, but guess what? Those moments are the parts when you're not underwater. Now to be fair, Act 2 of this level is actually kind of fun. It's not the best level in the game, but it's fun. It's a Sonic water level done okay. And I even like the boss at the end. But Act 1 has always pissed me off. And you want to know the biggest reason? You want to know? It's because this is the second level in the game. Sonic 3 is known to be one of the best classic Sonic games. The only one that seems to be liked more would be Sonic CD. So to put the worst level in a great game right at the freaking beginning? That's just stupid! Seriously, why would you do that? The first level is fun, sure, but it's only one level. It's not exactly enough to get people hooked on the game right away. If this level was the 4th, or even maybe the 3rd, it probably wouldn't be number 1 on this list. but just the mere fact that it is bumps it up for me. Underwater segments are the worst types of levels for Sonic, and they not only put a horrible one in one of the best games, but at the freaking beginning. I hereby dub this my most hated water level ever. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So, if you people don't mind, now I'm going to move on to my top 5 favorite water levels. Number 5.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
That's right. Number 5 is Rapture from BioShock. Yes, I know, it's kind of cheating, but you know what? This game is awesome. The setting is awesome. I'm playing in the setting, therefore it's a level. And it's underwater. Therefore, it's a water level. And, like I said already, this game is awesome. So it's an awesome water level. So I'm putting it on the list. Not much to say about this one either, though. Just that the game is amazing and the setting is absolutely stunning. And just learning about this place's backstory and just what went on down here is probably the best part about the game. So yeah, Rapture, an awesome underwater level. Number 4. Hey Sega, look! Rare made an underwater level, and they put it near the beginning of their game. Same thing you did, right? Wrong! Because they made a good level. This level is awesome. It's short but sweet, and it doesn't fall into many of the pitfalls some water levels do. It doesn't slow down the game, it controls very well, it's not cluttered with too many enemies, you even get a fish to ride on that makes it even easier. Even before you hop onto your fish friend, the level's controls just feel smooth, and the graphics are just amazing. And the music? Well, the music is absolutely beautiful. In fact, this level is so good that there's only one bad thing that I could have to say about it. And that is... bad thing. Oh! Donkey Kong can breathe underwater. That makes no sense at all! I'd say that it was just video game logic, but it's not. Donkey Kong is obviously a fish. It's the only logical explanation. Donkey Kong is a fish. How do we not see this before? Number 3. Mario. As I said earlier, Mario games have amazing water levels. But which one's the best? Well, I don't freaking know. So yeah, number 3 is Super Mario Sunshine, the whole game. I know it's cheating, but let me explain. There are so many Mario water levels. Almost every single game has a bunch of them, spanning all the way from 1985 to the present day. There's no way I was going to narrow it down completely. There's just too many. This list would have taken forever to make. So why not just put on the Mario game that's technically entirely water-based? The whole thing is on a tropical island. Plus, this is one of my favorite Mario games. Now to be fair, every Mario game is one of my favorite Mario games. But that doesn't take away from just how much pure awesomeness this game, is. There's parts where you're in water, parts where you're out of water, where you're on top of water, where you're spraying water, where you're beside water, above water, and looking at water. So much variety! Number 2. Water levels are usually slow, and like I said, what makes them great is a sense of free and better movement, and sometimes exploration. Well, that doesn't really fit a Sonic game. Even if you put in platforming, moving slow underwater is not that good for Sonic. If it's done well, it is, but it rarely is. So, what should you do? Try something different. Make a water level that's fast, that keeps going forward, but still allows for free underwater movement, while still feeling like a Sonic game. If you can't make a water level that fits and is good, then just don't make one. It's not mandatory. We all could have lived without Hydro City or Labyrinth Zone. Oh god, the Labyrinth Zone. But if you can make a good one, then by God, do it. And that's just what Sega did in Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii, with Aquarium Park. This level is pure awesomeness. The majority of this world doesn't even take place underwater. But guess what? That's not why it's on the list. Because even the parts that are completely underwater are a lot of fun. Sonic moves slightly slower underwater, sure. But with the drill power-up, he flies right through it, extremely fast. In fact, it's even better than drilling through dirt in a way, because if you run out, you won't suffocate in the ground. Plus, even if you don't have the power-up, Sonic has a double jump in this game, and while you're underwater, you can use the double jump again and again, basically making it so that Sonic can swim. Finally, Sonic can swim. Mix in the rocket power-up, fun parts out of water, and of course the amazing graphics, and you have yourself one hell of a water level. Seriously though, this place looks amazing. Sonic Colors is definitely one of the best looking games on the Wii. And this level might actually be the best looking out of it. So yeah, a Sonic game has the second best water level in it. Didn't really expect that, especially after the last one. Ugh. Number 1. Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games, and it still is. I also love Clanker's Cavern, even though it scared the hell out of me when I first played it as a kid. And I'm a fan of Rusty Bucket Bay. But neither of those are on this list. Why? Well, as much as I absolutely love Banjo-Kazooie, its sequel was far better, in every way possible. I'm not going to get started on my thoughts for Banjo-Tooie because I'd probably be sitting here talking about the game for 10 minutes. But long story short, I love it. And it has one of the best water levels ever. Jolly Roger Lagoon from Banjo-Tooie is my personal choice for the best water level. Wow, now that I actually think about it, Rareware games seem to show up on this list a lot. Anyways, this level is awesome. It has several different large areas to it, and each one of them is awesome. Not to mention that this level is one of the funniest in the game. The mutated pig children, the drunken pirate, the apparent quote-unquote girlfriend of Jolly Roger that you save. Seriously though, this is a gay bar in a Nintendo 64 game. That's hilarious. This level even manages to fit in aliens. Freaking aliens! It also takes all of the best things about water levels and does them. And it takes all of the things that are bad and doesn't do them. The underwater world of Atlantis is huge, and it's a lot of fun to explore. And the music, well, it's just amazing. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. Water levels have some pretty awesome music. It's also not completely underwater. Half of it is, and half of it is out of water. The setting is awesome. Possibly the nicest looking level of the entire game. And if drowning is something that you don't enjoy about water levels, then you don't have to worry about that here. Because of Mumbo, you can breathe underwater. On top of that, just as you might have possibly been starting to get a little bored of swimming around, you can turn yourself into a submarine and then go even deeper. Add in a fun boss and bad puns, and you have my choice for the best water level ever. So there you go. That was my top 10 best favorite and least favorite water levels. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to enjoy my own water level. Oh, hey, is the hot tub ready? Bad news about that. It's not open. In fact, we're snowed in completely. All of the doors are frozen shut. We're, kinda stuck in here. What? Well, just shovel it out of the way. What part of the doors are frozen shut do you not understand? Hey, don't take that tone with me, or I'm not buying you a Christmas gift this year.